What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Costa Titch. I just want to send a huge shout out to TMC Media,
Australia's largest independent music video platform. But you knew that? Big shout out to TMC Media.
Keep watching TMC and don't touch it.
We are in Melbourne right now. You're watching TMC Media, Afrobeat in Melbourne, #1. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Justine Malone, sitting here today online with 1da Banton. We're going to be talking to him. We're in Melbourne. He's in Nigeria. We're going to be talking to him about his life, his music career, and everything beyond. So, hello. Welcome to the first ever virtual Zoom TMC Media interview. How are you feeling today?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's a privilege to be the first virtual, to be in the, what do they call it? The guest for the first ever virtual interview. So it's really good. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what time of year it is, or time of day it is, we can do it. What time is it? Like, you're in Nigeria at the moment. What's the time there?
No, I'm actually in Paris. I'm in Paris, and it's like
Paris.
1 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing in Paris?
Like I said earlier, I had a video shoot yesterday because I shot a video for one of the songs in my upcoming project in Paris. I'm also here for shows. I'm making music also, so I'm doing a lot. I'm basically just grinding.
Yeah. What was the song you shot for?
It's a new song. It's on the EP that's to be out sometime next month. And the name of the song is called Omotala. And this is the first time I'm actually saying it because nobody knows about this.
Yeah. Do you want to talk? What's the song about? What's the story behind it?
The story behind the song, innit?
Yeah.
It's just me talking about a girl that I'm really into. Like, I really love her genuinely. At some point I felt she felt the same way about me. But on the long run, I found out that she was only playing me because she wanted my money. So I was just telling a true life story that happened to someone close to me. So it's like a real story put in music.
So you met her while your music career was booming, not before?
It really isn't a direct story of mine. It's a story that I heard from one of my friends.
Ah, so you didn't actually fall in love with this girl?
Now I do sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk a little bit about your background, where you're from, and hopefully we will hear a heartbreak story along the way as well. So tell me when did you start getting into music, and where were you in your life?
So I'm from the southern part of Nigeria, Rivers State, Opobo and Koro to be precise. So I grew up in Port Harcourt. That's like the capital city of Rivers State. So growing up in Port Harcourt was a different vibe. We had like an industry that was for Port Harcourt people. I grew up listening to lots of amazing music, quality music. Shout out to the legends from Port Harcourt back then. I think I always didn't used to make music. I used to play football all the time when I was younger. Like when I was a teenager, I thought I was actually going to be a football star. That was my first love. So I fell in love with music rather when I saw my older brother and his friends make music. They had a group and they always sang at home and composed songs. So I watched them do this. I was like, yo, I really love this stuff. I really want to be a musician. Like, it's good. So I tried writing my own songs and singing. So fast forward to, I think it was 2015. That was when I officially dropped my first single. But I dropped some other songs like back in the days, like not so official, just do my thing as a teenager, trying to get some fans here and there. You get me? So yeah, that's basically how I started making music.
And the first couple of songs you wrote, what were they like?
Bro, like there's a song I always sing. Actually, I actually can remember the first song I ever wrote. It was about the police. You get me? I can't really remember the reading, but I know it was about them police and them boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I'm from South Africa, so I do understand the dynamic with the police over there. So I can understand you writing that.
Yeah, you get me. sometimes it can really be terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you started writing music. When did you see it start to develop? Like, how long did it take from starting to write music and make a couple of songs to when you felt you were starting to find a sound?
I think shout out to my guys, Tiny. I had some of my classmates. Tiny's like he's from my hood, so he had the rapping. He had the ability to rap back then. He was rapping, and he was my guy. So we were like, let's come together and have a group. So we came together. We started doing our thing. Um, then the financial part of it was a challenge. So we needed more people on board so it could be easier for us to like get sessions paid for and stuff like that. So we had a group and we were like 5 to 6 people. In that group, I actually learned a lot and I achieved a lot of things because it developed my music. Excuse me, it made me understand music more. So we just grew together, writing songs, hitting on the bench, and just vibing generally. So that's when I started molding my own kind of music and how I wanted to sound as a musician. Fast forward to when I got to the studio for the first time, like to record an actual song. It was an amazing experience. Shout out to one of my friends. His name is Gabriel because I couldn't afford a studio session then. But he was my classmate, but he had like access to money somehow. So he paid
Somehow.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow, you know what I mean? So I went to the studio. I recorded for the first time on a mic. I saw how music was made, and that day was like amazing because that was when I felt deeply. I lost my soul to music that day because I loved how the process was and how it finally comes to become something really, really amazing. You get me? So yeah, that's what it is.
So it's like the fire in you kind of was lit in the studio that day,
Yeah.
and you hooked. Yep. And when you have started recording in a studio with the right equipment, did your sound change? Did you notice that you were able to develop quicker as an artist?
Yeah, I think that.
The right environment?
Yeah, I think that happened because when I started going to the studio, I started meeting other musicians that obviously had more experience than I did. Um, so I mostly learn from them because I'm a really fast learner. I can just chill and see people do stuff. Then I just grab whatever I want to grab and run with it. So I was always paying attention to what was going on in the studio back then, see how they produce music, how they write the music, how they execute it. So I was just learning. It was a whole learning process for me. It didn't change my sound like, but it how would I say this? It made me understand how I wanted to sound. That's the way I can explain it.
Like you heard back what you actually sound like. Is that what you were trying to say?
No. I just expressed myself how I wanted to.
Yeah, just pushed it. So surrounding yourself with people with experience, the right equipment, it really helped you progress as an artist.
What did you say?
So by surrounding yourself with people that have more experience, the right environments, it helped you progress a little bit quicker as an artist.
Yeah, of course, it does. Definitely. If you surround yourself around people that know better than you do, of course, you're going to grow. It's normal.
And we're going to take it a little step back. What was your childhood like before music?
My childhood before music, yeah, like I said earlier, I was always playing soccer. I was playing football all the time. Like that's my first love. That's the first thing I actually really enjoyed doing, like playing football all the time in the street, at the pitch, in school, in church, anywhere I can just find a football, I just play. You get me? So
you never
you said?
So you said I mean, I know church is really like a big part of like the Nigerian culture. A lot of artists, they found their sound in church. Did you ever sing in church, even though Like you were into football?
Yeah, I actually didn't sing in church, but I was an instrumentalist. I played drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I played drums in the church. I was part of the choir as an instrumentalist. I wasn't singing, but I was playing drums for the choir back then. Apart from the choir, I also played brigade drums for like inter-house sports, like the sports events at the stadiums, like the real brigade drum, like the snares and toms. You get me? So I've always had the ability to drum. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Timmy froze up there. Oh, good. Sorry. It was just fantastic. So once like you're getting into your career, you're like in the studio, what happens next? Like how do you get your sound out there and how do people start to hear about you and your name? What was your break?
I started doing carnivals, the songs I had recorded with my guy, shout out to Tiny, that's my homeboy. We always did go for carnivals around this. There's what we do in Nigeria, where I come from, in Port Harcourt. We have street carnivals. When it's like November, December, that's when everybody, like every street is having a street carnival. So we're like going everywhere and performing our songs. We're just little kids, just trying to do our thing. So all those stuff got people knowing about us and that we exist and we're making music. So of course people were taking notes and we started to get more popular around the hood. So charity begins at home, so they say. So we're just doing our thing at home. Then I always used to like text the superstars that I know around, the ones I could reach, just tweet at them like, yo, I'm good, I want to make music with you, and just until I got the attention of, it was a video director from my city, Port Harcourt, but he moved to Lagos because Lagos is like the bigger market. That's where everything happens.
Yeah.
You get me? So for you to, there's a level you want to attain in whatever you do in the entertainment industry, you have to be in Lagos. So he was from Port Harcourt originally and started off doing music videos in Port Harcourt, but moved to Lagos because he blew up. That's how they say it. He got bigger.
Yeah.
So I got his attention one day and he was like, okay, let me hear your music. I sent him one of my songs. He liked it and I was like, oh, I think we can work. So he sent me some other beats for me to record on, just like a trial. I did them and he liked it. So we decided to meet. That's how I went to Lagos and I met him. I was there working.
Did you do a video with him just a couple of times at all?
Nah. I got signed to him and we've been working till now, till date.
And then, so you're in Lagos. You did a collab with Tiwa Savage and Kiz Daniel. How did that one come about?
Yeah.
Because they're quite, they're a bit of the superstars.
Yeah, man, they're superstars. Not a bit of superstars. They're real superstars, like big superstars. Yeah, shout out to Tiwa Savage and Kiz Daniel. It's the song No Wahala. So the song was like, it was big, it was doing good. Everyone was like, yo, this song is amazing. So I was chilling at home one of those days and I got a call from one of the industry players. His name is Ubi Franklin. Shout out to Ubi Franklin. He's like an artist manager. He does a lot of things, but he's an industry player. He called me and, oh, yo, bro, I'm at Kizdana's house and he really likes your song and he wouldn't mind being on it. I was like, that's cool. I don't mind too. So I went to Kizdana's house. We were in the studio. We vibed to the song. He had his part done. Somehow, somewhere in between the session, he was like, he feels Tiwa Savage is going to sound really amazing on the song, and that's how we invited Tiwa Savage into the song. So that's how we had a 1da Banton featuring Kiss Daniel and Tiwa Savage No Wahala remix.
So it seems that there's a lot of support within collaborations from the Afrobeats and Afrofusion artists. Is that just to help everybody's working together to increase the genre a bit?
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, people come through for people all the time.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of
because collaborations help the movement a lot. when people collaborate, big things are going. That's how we say it. You get me? When people collaborate, they create more rooms. You can discover more sounds, break new ground, achieve greater heights because there's really power in collaboration. So it helps the culture a lot.
Yeah. And there has been a lot of growth within that the Afrobeat scene coming out into the mainstream. We've got Rema doing his collab with Selena Gomez, Omar Lay doing his with
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, and even Usher bringing Oxlade on stage. So there's definitely a movement happening. From your point of view as the artist, what do you see from your side?
Yeah, man, I see a big force because Afrobeat is like the biggest force. It's like the hottest thing happening right now in the entire music scene worldwide. So I'm just glad, I'm privileged, I'm blessed to be part of the movement. I'm just going to offer my contribution to the movement because it's a movement. Yeah, you just said Oxley was brought by Osha. There's Fireboy and Ed Sheeran. There's Omar Lay and Justin Bieber. You know, people are just doing different stuffs at different places, just taking the movement to the next phase. Yeah. I think that's the most important thing for everyone to just do their bits and take the movement to the next level because Afrobeat is about to be the biggest genre in the world.
It is.
You get me? That's like the hottest thing, but in a very short period of time, it's going to be the biggest. No cap. Like when I say the biggest.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent, and I feel like for the first time in ever, the sound of Africa is starting to really spread through the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of sound, and we can't write off the fact that we really work hard. Like we work so hard every night in Lagos, across Africa generally. Millions of music has been made by the hour, by the day, by the week. Like every time music is being made, the work rate is really high. Apart from the fact that people are really talented and there's lots of talent in Africa. Absolutely. You guys haven't even heard a lot. You haven't heard nothing yet because there's lots of people, lots of talented people, and every day is growing. The sky is just the front.
It is. And are there any Australian artists that you would like, that you're hearing about that you think would be good to collaborate with?
See, I won't lie to you. I really don't know any Australian artists. I swear to God, like I won't lie to you. I swear.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But I'll research. I'll do my research. I'll find some.
Well, I'll let you know. We'll send you a list.
I'll appreciate that.
The list of Australian artists. We know everyone here, so we'll do a collab. Get you over here.
That's good. It's good.
Do you have any? What are your tours on the horizon? Do you have any big tours coming up?
I'm on the road. I've been on the road for like a month now.
Yeah. After this one, is there another? It's like you've got the one this year. Is there another one being planned, or like where are you hitting this year?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That I've been on the road for like a month. I think from 6th of May, I'm back on the road. I'm going to Romania. I'm going to Morocco. I'm going to Germany. Yeah, those are the ones I really can't remember now because my manager has all the details. I just know. Yeah, but I'm on the road. I'm dropping my EP on the road on the 17th of May. And on the 18th, I'm in Morocco. So I drop on 17th. On the 18th, I'm performing new songs for the people of Morocco. So they're going to be so lucky. You get me?
Come down under to Australia. I'm sure you've got a big crowd.
Yeah, man. I've had a lot of people like reach out to me, like the fans. Like a lot of people actually love my music from Australia because I have lots of fans in Australia. Like they reach out to me, come to Australia, come to Australia. Like,
yeah, cool.
I really do want to come see the kangaroos and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Australia. Love it. Have you ever seen a kangaroo up close?
Nah, I haven't. I almost saw one in Kenya, but I wasn't patient enough.
Yeah. Well, if you do come to Australia, make sure you hit up Melbourne because that's where the vibe's at. We had the privilege to, as I said before, that the interview talked to a couple of artists that did come here. Some of them, I guess,
Yeah.
notice them as the OGs. I won't name them yet because I want to see if you do. But with the Afrobeats movement moving throughout the world, who do you think really started carving that out for you guys?
Bro, that's not like, I don't think it's a one person job, because it's been coming up. The force has been, it's like a volcano. It's been brewing. It's been coming from time. Shout out to the Ellies, the Two Face, the bands. They shipped Afrobeat, Two Face, the band, P Square. There's so many legends, Nice, Flavor, so many of them before the Davidos, the Wizkids. And now we have Burna Boy, Ali, Rema, everybody 1da Banton. You know what time it is. So it's like, it's a movement. A movement is not about one person. When it's a movement, it takes a lot of people to get a movement going. You know what I mean? So I really can't say it's just this person's.
Yeah.
Everyone at different levels have had different impacts on the movement. You get me? But the movement is the movement, and the movement is important. Is the most important thing.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
And it's inspiring as well.
Yeah, it is.
And speaking of inspiration, so you write your own music?
Yeah, most of the time I write my own music, all of them. But I have vibe machines. Like, I call them vibe machines. I'm the original vibe machines. The original vibe machines. Rather. But I have other vibe machines. Like, if I'm recording in Lagos, I always have like a full studios, like full house all the time. Where I have my guys, my real guys that have been making music from time. We just put heads together and just play with the melodies, get the story right, and just tell the stories. But now I'm in Paris and with a few other people. So I still make my music and write my music. So I'm like water anytime, anyway. I just form, innit?
And do you prefer having a big crowd around you or a few close people?
Yeah, I could work anyhow.
Yeah.
If
you don't have a preference, like,
I would say alone, because alone I get to make more mistakes as much as I can or as much as I want. Um, yeah, I prefer being alone, but I really can work at any condition. But if I should have to choose, I would choose being alone. Okay.
It is important making mistakes around other people. It does it almost make you feel insecure even if you're singing and you say and you sing a wrong key. It's just better to just not have anybody having their eye on you.
It used to happen to me. It used to, because when I was younger, obviously, when I go to the studio, there's this thing we do when you put in the record, the engineer is trying to find the right key, or the right key, and the voice starts sounding somehow funny. You start feeling insecure. I used to feel like that when I was like younger. But now I don't think I feel any type of way, because it's music. I know I'm a bad man. I'm the original vibe machine. You know what I mean? So it's always going to come through nice. So
I think you need a
there's no room
t-shirt
for...
with the original Vibe Machine logo on it. Trademark that.
Yeah. The merch is obviously going to be out for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good. So where do you find your inspiration to write your music? Is it from life experiences or watching other people's life experiences?
It could come from anywhere. It could be mine. It could be, like I said earlier, the song I showed yesterday. The story wasn't mine, but I related to the story. Like, I relate to it. You feel me? Say, it could be my story. It could be someone else's story. As far as I feel I connect to it, like, I feel I can put myself in that same story and understand what was going on.
Yeah.
I just make music with it. So anything can inspire me. Anything is possible.
Have you ever, I guess, gone through something in your life that you have a song out about now?
Yeah, of course.
Like a trigger or something that's really a personal trigger that's really stood out that allowed you to write really deep?
Yeah, but I haven't put out the song yet.
What was it about?
It was about my mom. My mom's demise because my mom died sometime in 2008. So I was making a song. I was feeling some type of way because that happened when it happened. I feel some type of way about it right now. So I just had to make a song. So it's good, obviously going to be in my album.
Yeah, there is that song out at the moment. For the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the artist right now, which is really bad, but it is sort of a goodbye. Oh, it was Lewis Capaldi about it, sang the song about his grandma going, and it was about her.
Yeah, I like songs like that because those songs come from the deepest part of our heart. So they're important songs.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to know, I guess, where the inspiration comes from. I also like to know where your courage comes from, and I guess where your grit comes from. So being an artist, it can be a lot of pressure to perform, to always do something great. Even getting up on stage, you need courage to do that. So where do you find your courage?
Yeah, man, this is like a really, really important topic because that's facts. Because being an artist, I always tell people like it's not so. It looks all fancy and it's all nice because the Instagram pictures, the videos, the nice clothes, it's just part of the job. You know what I mean? But the real deal is really challenging. Waking up every day and you have to be on 100 to get the task and the job done. You needing the courage, but in all of that, the courage comes from the will to succeed because I really want to do great stuff. Like that's where the courage comes from. So I have to be courageous. I don't have a choice. You get it? Because I have work to be done.
Yeah.
I have goals that I need to tick off the box. So that's enough. That's enough for to courage to give me courage. You get me?
And you said you have to get up and work. Are there a lot of people that depend on you now to keep going?
Of course, I'm from Africa, man. Everybody from Africa. If you make a video, of course, what I'm trying to say is I'm from Africa. In Africa, we believe in community.
Yeah.
I grew up from somewhere. Obviously, I know a lot of people. I have family, immediate and extended. So me being successful, of course, I'm going to have a lot of people that depend on me. So I need to work my ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And you also touched upon Instagram. So I do find it fascinating that, the Instagram world is the 1% of what we want people to see. And many artists would put out all of the glory and, as you said, the fashion, the clothes, what we're doing, the excitement. How do you manage that? Do you feel that you're almost disconnected from who you really are when you look at your Instagram? How do you manage to I guess, still be authentic to you, even though we're putting out a lot of...
I think you understand what you're saying. I just try as much as possible to differentiate my real life from Instagram, like from my social life, because I see my Instagram as my office. That's like I have to make it look good. I have to make it look nice.
Yeah.
You get me? That's like my office. That's me. Anytime I log on to my Instagram, that's me logging on into my office. So I have to be 1da Banton. When I'm off Instagram, I'm just my normal me, Teddy, living my best life. You know what I mean? So that's how I navigate. Yeah, that's it, basically.
Almost like an alter ego that you tap into that personality for a bit.
Yeah, that's how I think I do it. That's the best way to explain it.
Yeah, and it's like you have to you're at the point now where you might see yourself as a brand, so you have to disconnect yourself from that in a way and keep your authentic self safe.
Yeah, man, because you have to find a way. I believe in moderation. Yeah, I have to be moderate in everything I do because I don't want to be into that like 100%. I have to lose myself because losing myself, that's gonna be like the greatest loss.
Yes.
So I wouldn't want to have that happen to me. So I'm just trying to be as moderate as possible. I do a little bit of Teddy, that's like my real me. Then I do a little bit of 1da Banton, and we keep it balanced and just peace.
So that's how you
Yeah.
you stay grounded.
Yeah, I think that's how I do it. This is the first time I'm actually explaining it, but me explaining it to you, like getting a clearer picture of what I actually do.
Yeah.
You get it? Yeah.
I guess you have to ask yourself, like, why do you do what you do? Like, what is your, what is the purpose behind what you do?
Music.
Yeah. So if you,
Yeah, man, I do music. I do music because I feel this is the greatest purpose. I told you about football when we started talking, when we started this conversation.
yeah,
I always knew for the life I want to have and the kind of life I want to live, I always wanted to do something that has to do with passion, that has to do with everyday work. That's like football because you have to be passionate about it. I know everyone is passionate about their various jobs, but there's a different passion when it comes to like football, music, because you have a lot of people coming to a place to like see a particular thing, or thousands of people coming to see a match of 22 people like chasing a ball. You feel me? That's powerful. Yeah, powerful is the word I was looking for. I've always wanted to do something that's powerful, that's beyond ordinary. I always knew I was born to do to inspire people, like to touch people, to do something that people are going to benefit from worldwide. You get me? So I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm trying to explain this in the best way possible because I really love my job. I've always wanted to be a musician. This is me living my dreams because years ago I've been chilling. I'm like, I want to perform to like 20,000 people, 5,000 people. I want to have people coming to my shows, telling me they love my music and telling me how much my music makes them happy. So that's the reason why I make music. That's the reason why I do what I do. Yeah.
I like how you want to inspire. Like, how do you think that your music and what you're doing inspires the younger generation and our next generation?
Yeah, it's important. It's important.
Do you feel that you're doing active things to sort of inspire at the moment?
Yeah, I'm just going to say the one I'm really sure of because normally a lot of people have been inspired by, or a lot of people get inspired by your journey, even when you don't even know about it.
Yeah.
But for the ones I know, in my city, I come from Port Harcourt. That's like the south side of Nigeria. We have lots of talent that every day they're like, am I really gonna make it? But if 1da Banton can make it from Port Harcourt, of course, a lot of people are gonna get inspired. Like they'll be like, yeah, if this homie can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So that's enough. That's enough inspiration. I mean,
absolutely. And do you have people in your close circle that help keep you grounded so that you can keep feeling like you're doing your purpose?
yeah, of course, because I believe in you are a product of the company you keep. So shout out to my team. I have an amazing team with amazing people that every day we're working every day. We have a vision because I can't see myself being with people who don't have vision because the vision is important to me. It's not just about making music and just doing random stuff. So I really want to do big things. I have vision for myself, for the team, for my music, for my community, for the movement, afrobeats in general. You get me? So the people around me are really grounded and we know what we want. Because as a human being, you really need to know what you want. So we know what we want and we're working towards getting it by crook or by hook. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You know what you want. Yeah, you have to know what you want. Otherwise, you just keep floating around. And how do you know who to trust in the people that you work with?
It's really so difficult to trust these days, but I have confidence in the people I work with. Do you understand? I believe in track records. I believe in my intuition because I follow how I feel a lot. If I feel a certain way about something or somebody, I just go with it because what's there not to go with it. So the people I work with, to a reasonable extent. I feel like I trust them with my business. Like my manager, I trust him with the work he's doing for me. The label boss and every other person that works around us. Like, because for you to have good business, you need to be able to trust. Yeah.
You touched on once you get to like the size of the artist you are, there is a lot of funnels where money is coming from. It could be coming from promoters, merch, streams. Are you across all of that, and how do you track that?
Do you mean income?
Like all the income streams, are you across all of that, or does somebody else organize that for you?
We have a team. Like, we're partners. We do business together. So of course we have our meetings and we know how we do our due processes. You get me? So everyone is on point.
Yeah. I just sometimes some stories from, I know it's like the 80s and 90s. There's people that their team they were tracking the money. I'm thinking, Elvis Presley, Pamela Anderson, like they were just kind of, they didn't know what was going on. So it's just, do artists,
it
depends across all of that now. Do you overview your financials personally?
Yeah, these days there's a lot of transparency, and it really depends on the kind of people you work with too.
Yeah,
you understand. The people I work with, I call them family because we're family. We're actually family. We actually come from the same place. We come from Port Harcourt. We come from Powo. Apart from the fact that we come from the same place where we've been working for years. I've been signed to just one label for all my career, like all the time I've been singing. So we have a working condition. We have a good working condition. And we really want to see ourselves excel. I want to see them do good. They want to see me do good. So I think that's like the most important ingredient.
And which is your label that you're?
Yeah, it's called Squareball Entertainment. It's owned by is a legendary video director in Africa, Adasa Kuki. Yeah, he owns it.
What would it take for you to leave them?
For me to leave them?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I can say money because it could be vision. Like maybe someone else, there's a vision, there's something we're about to attain. If we can't go there alone, we have to partner with somebody. And I think we can just partner with people and just, partnership is good.
Yeah.
It's good.
And speaking of partnership, do you have any collaborations coming up or in the future that
I actually collaborated with like a distributor. Shout out to 1da Banton. We did business like 2 years ago. I dropped my first album on their platform. They like officially distributed the album, and they've been in charge of my distribution for the past 2 years. We're about to round off for the EP that is to drop in May. So yeah, we do partnership with people a lot. We're looking forward to doing more partnerships in the future.
Well, we're going to start wrapping up the interview, but first, do you have any advice to give to some young and upcoming artists?
Man, I would say this, for you to go, music is not easy, man. Music is not beans. You get me? You need to know what you want. Like I said earlier, you need to understand the kind of business you're coming into. So, because it's like a jungle. You need to be a lion. If not, you get eaten. So in terms of creativity, you have to be as unique as possible because there's a lot of people making music daily. Like millions of music is being made per second. So you have to be amazingly unique. So that means you need to put in a lot of work. That's where the work comes in. You need to work harder than everybody. You need to feel like you're working harder than everybody.
Yeah.
You get me? Because there's a lot of work to be done. And yeah, if you believe in God, you need to pray hard because you need God's blessings to bless those records.
Yeah.
You get me? So yeah, that's just my little advice, my 2 cents.
2 cents. All right. Yeah. And is there anything else that you would like to add before we wrap up the interview?
Yeah, so my name is 1da Banton, the original Vibe Machine. I'm a musician, I'm an artist. If you're just hearing about me for the first time, I make amazing music. You can go check it out on any your favorite platform, streaming platform, Spotify. Just go 1da Banton, one as a figure, DABANTON. I make amazing music. Go check it out. I have a new EP coming out on the 17th of May. This is the first time I'm like letting this date out because I'm about to announce the date in a couple of days, but I'm just saying it here now for the first time. 17th of May, new 1da Banton project coming too. So go get reminders on and wait for that amazing music to drop.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Yep, and we'll see you in Australia hopefully very soon.
Yeah, man. I really want to come to Australia. I'll come to Australia.
All right.
Because I have so many amazing people that listen to my music in Australia. I need to come perform that music for them one time.
Awesome. Well, then we can definitely meet in person and do a interview with you.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And yeah, it's been really good to hear your story. And I know that your music is great, and I know that it's going to keep growing. So good luck, and we're going to just keep watching you from afar, from down under.
Thank you for having me, man. I had an amazing time. Blessings.
All right.
Blessings.